So if you've been thinking about retiring in Arizona, you've probably been looking into the Green Valley area, or maybe you're hearing about Green Valley for the first time. Either way, stick around with us today. We're going to take you around Green Valley, about the area, the things that it has to offer, as well as take you around some different neighborhoods and show you some homes at some different price points so you can get a feel of what you can get for your budget.
Let's go.
Welcome back, or if you're new to this channel and you want to learn everything from A to Z about living in Tucson, AZ, then click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, I'm Jennifer Smith and this is my husband,
Dustin Smith.
And we've helped hundreds of people just like you move to
and from
Tucson, Arizona. So whether you're moving in 12 days, 12 weeks, 12 months, we've got you covered. Give us a call, shoot us a text or an email, and let us help you make that smooth move to Tucson, Arizona. All right, so before we go take you around some neighborhoods and show you some different homes at some different price points, let's talk about Green Valley in case you're not familiar with the area or maybe you don't have a lot of information on it. So first off, Green Valley is south of Tucson. You know, from Green Valley, we're about 30 minutes, depending on where you are in Green Valley, from downtown. Rita, the town of Rita, is going to be to the north of us. Tucson is going to be to the south of us. And we're pretty close to the border, like down to Nogales as well.
Yeah, you can get down to the Nogales border into Mexico in about 40 to 45 minutes. If you're going to cross that border, you do need a passport though.
Yes, so don't forget about that. But yeah, a lot of people go down there to check out, like, you know, the different shopping options, and even some people that go across for, you know, dental or medical as well.
Absolutely. And you know, if you head to the north towards Tucson, well before you get to the downtown area, you are going to hit South Tucson. And there's been a lot of development there the last couple of years. So there's a lot of shopping, a lot of chain restaurants. I mean, pretty much everything you need right over there. Home Depot, you name it, it's going to be right over there. Except for Costco, you got to go a little bit further to Costco, but not much.
Yeah, luckily you don't have to go there very often unless you're like us.
So in general, a lot of people are looking into Green Valley or Southern Arizona in general because of the warm weather here.
Yes.
So if you're looking to never shovel snow again, it's very unlikely you're going to have to shovel snow by moving somewhere in Southern Arizona like Green Valley or the Tucson area.
Absolutely.
You will get to see snow every once in a while. There's a beautiful mountain range right off to the east from here, the Santa Rita Mountains with Mount Wrightson. In fact, this last year, we had some pretty good snowfall, so it's stuck over on that mountain. Yeah, you can see part of it. Mount Wrightson's on the other side of those trees right there. Hard to get a good view on that. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful area.
Absolutely. And another big thing that brings people to Green Valley specifically is just the variety of options here. I mean, really, it has something for everyone in terms of housing, price ranges, and even activities. So you're going to see a lot of options between condos, townhomes, single family homes. There's golf communities, there's homes on acreage, even, you know, places where you can bring your RVs, your boats, you know, any of those toys that you like to take out and don't want to have to pay for storage for. And then there's even luxury properties. So really, like I said, something for everybody.
Yeah, and Green Valley is nearly 80% age restricted. So it's a very quiet community, but there's also just a lot of activities here too.
Yeah.
So, you know, right now we're at historic Canoa Ranch. There's this beautiful pond right here. They stock it with fish. People come down here because it's easy access for birding. So I don't know if you can see them in the background, but there's a couple people around here, you know, with cameras, birding. Speaking of birding, I recently learned this. Madera Canyon right over here. I mean, you can be there within 20 minutes. Over 250 bird species. It's one of the top destinations for birding in the U.S. And 15 hummingbird species. We met with someone who is very excited about that. They're not even from Tucson. They showed a light on that for me. And I'm like, that is just an amazing fact.
Absolutely.
Golf too, right? So there's a lot of golf courses around here. Just in the Green Valley area off the top of my head, I can name 3 of them. We have the Canoa Ranch Golf Course, San Ignacio. Quail Creek is actually, it seems like it's not even Green Valley anymore. You have to like drive through part of Rita to get over to Quail Creek, and you'll kind of see the Green Valley and Rita kind of, you know, mingle and change back and forth in different areas.
We do actually have a video on Quail Creek on our channel, so if you want more information about that specific golf community, check that one out.
Robeson Resort Community, if you're looking for something that just has a lot of built-in amenities, very close-knit community. That's definitely one worth looking at.
Absolutely.
And while we're not too far away from golf too, there's another beautiful golf course down in Tucson. So,
yes.
15 minutes to the south from here. Tucson is kind of like an art-centric town where, known as a town where art meets history.
Yeah.
It was more of a town before Tucson even became one. So it used to be like almost like the capital of Arizona. It was, and it's just a small place now. They have a really cool museum there, so you can go in and see Arizona's first printing press. The people there are so nice. I walked in by myself, and one of the staff gave me like a full tour of the place, like private tour.
Yeah.
And just so pleasant in general.
We actually have a video about Tucson on our channel as well. So if that one really piqued your interest right now, definitely make sure that you check out that video. There's a lot of great information on there as well.
We're trying to cover the best of this stuff for you guys.
Absolutely. So with that too, we do want to mention that most of the properties down here in Green Valley are going to be part of the GVR, which is the Green Valley Recreation. With that, you're going to get 14 rec centers that just give you a variety of options. Some of them are going to have, fitness centers, pool, spa, pickleball, billiards, even different wood shop, metalworking.
Endless clubs.
Oh my gosh, endless clubs. So we can send you all the information on the GVR. There is a cost associated with that. Currently for 2024, it's about $515 a year. And then you're also going to pay a fee at closing of about $3,000 as well. That's in that the buyer does pay, but it's just that one-time fee there. So
and it changes every year too. So if you're
definitely
watching this in a couple of years, it'll be a little bit different.
Absolutely. So, feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to send you any information about the GVR or just Green Valley in general. Now, if you find yourself in the area, you may be wondering, where should you eat? So we have a lot of people talk about different restaurant options that they have gone to, and there's a lot that we recommend. Generally, what we're going to recommend for Italians going to be Ragazzi's, or if you're looking for some good Mexican down here, Manuel's. You really can't go wrong with either of those options.
Jen's parents are always trying to send us over to Ragazzi, so they have a huge reputation in the community.
They do.
And if you want more options, of course there are more between Green Valley and Rita. And I mentioned if you go to South Tucson, there's a lot more options when you get to South Tucson. So Texas Roadhouse, a lot of more of your chain restaurants are over there.
Yeah, Red Robin. Yeah, you'll get like the Chipotle's and all the little ones too. Like if you're looking for more like fast food options.
So close. And really, South Tucson is also home to Tucson's best Mexican food. And I would say that Tucson in general is home to the world's best Mexican food. So I know that can be disputed or debated. I'm going to stick with that. Tucson has the world's best Mexican food.
Absolutely. We have found ourselves just exploring around Tucson because some of the best places are kind of like what would be considered more like little hole in the walls or like little mom and pop shops that you wouldn't really expect to have some of the best food. Like we discovered within the past year, one of our favorites in Tucson is Rollies, and they actually used to be a food truck, but they have some of our favorite Mexican food and they're even expanding. So if you're coming into Tucson in general or Green Valley, definitely let us know so we can give you our favorite places to check out.
We sent somebody over to Rollies that they got something that they didn't like, and we're like, you have to get the quesadilla. Don't give up on Rollies. We tried a bunch of different things. We got a smorgasbord when we went there and loved everything. But quesadilla has to be on your menu.
Absolutely. Now, as far as jobs, there's definitely people that are coming into town. Even if you're retired or semi-retired or you need to work, you're going to have options as far as the job community goes.
Now, I know I mentioned that there's a lot of shopping options in South Tucson, but that doesn't mean there's not anything here in Green Valley.
Yeah.
In fact, all your daily needs should be right here in Green Valley. There's a huge Walmart. There's a huge Fry's. It's probably the biggest Fry's that I've ever seen over in Rita. So, maybe 10 minutes away. There's a couple Safeways and just a bunch of small retail centers as well. So, that might be a good place too if you're looking for a full-time, part-time job when you move here. And then, of course, Tucson's really not that far away. So if you need something specific, you have all those businesses easily within reach.
Absolutely. And now, before we take you out to a couple neighborhoods and show you some houses and talk about those a little bit more, wanted to just cover pricing in the Green Valley area. So as we mentioned, there's a big variety for what you can get, which is what draws a lot of people here. So as far as condos, you can generally get condos in the area starting in the low 120,000 range, and that's going to give you almost a 600 square foot condo with 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. So if that's months. If that's all you need, that could be a great option. And then when you get into the single family homes, you can find some options in the low 200s, like 225, and get like a 1,200 square foot house, you know, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, maybe 2-bedroom and a den, and get all the way into the $1 million range. So once you hit like that $300,000 range for single family, your options are really going to open up.
Yeah, with that said, let's go check out some houses.
Let's go. This first house, we wanted to bring you over here into Green Valley Fairways, and this charming brick home behind us is currently listed at $275,000. With that, you're going to get 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,510 square feet, and it's actually on a really great size lot. For this area, it's 0.18 acres.
Absolutely. Now, Jennifer mentioned, you know, it being a block home. It's got that adobe block. It's got fresh paint on the inside, and that lot is absolutely amazing. A huge pine tree in the backyard. So you've got really good bones to work with. And a lot of times when you get into these, you know, homes under 300,000, you're going to find that some of them need some personal touches to them. And I would say that this might be one of those cases, but it is an absolutely, you know, gorgeous starting place for a home.
Absolutely. And we're really close to Desert Meadows Park here, right? Like,
that's a fun one.
Yeah, just a couple minutes down the road. And that is a very popular park in the area. You know, it does have a community garden if you're part of that Green Valley Gardeners Club that has 65 plots, I believe, for the community garden.
Yeah, tons of cactus, all labeled out there. We had somebody tell us about it that was into birding too. So you can go over there, enjoy the birds.
Walking trails.
Oh yeah, pretty close to the Onza Historic Trail too.
Yep.
That's a pretty large, nice hiking trail.
Yeah, so a lot of people come over to this neighborhood or the one just south of here to be close to that park as well.
So yeah, you're definitely getting a lot for your money over here.
Let's head to our next house.
Let's go.
This next home, we wanted to bring you into the community of Las Campañas, specifically this subdivision of Soltera, and this is a little bit newer. So I don't know if I mentioned the age on the last house. It was built in 1972. We step up quite a bit here with this home being built in 2016. It's currently listed at $485,000. That's going to give you 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a den, 1991 square feet, and a 0.15 acre lot.
Yeah, and the lot is at the end of the street, or the elbow of the street. The people have really done a beautiful job with the space available to them too. So there's like a cactus garden on the side of the home. And since there's no neighbors on that side, I think they took the liberty of making the cactus garden spread a little bit past the property line right there.
Yeah.
And then into the backyard too, where you have, you know, a continued cactus garden. You've got a beautiful covered patio, built-in barbecue back there, and no rear neighbors as well. So you get to enjoy more of that. And when you go inside, you do have a large open kitchen, plenty of cabinet space,
granite
pantry, countertops with a bar island right there too.
Yeah, so a little bit, you know, newer, more modern that you would expect with a 2016 home versus a 1970s home like we were just looking at.
The layout has a great feel to it.
Absolutely. All right, let's head to the next one.
Let's roll.
for the last home of the day, we wanted to bring you into this beautiful gated community of Solar del Viejo. Now the HOA for this gated community is about $98 a month currently. The house itself actually has a casita, so the main house is going to be 2461 square feet with a 313 square foot casita. So that's going to give you 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a den. The house was built in 2006 and it's situated on about an acre. Now this one is listed just under 900,000.
Yeah, this is actually the first and only non-age restricted home that we're checking out today. So right when you go into the home, what you're gonna notice is a lot of beautiful wood accents. So there's exposed beams in there.
Yeah.
There's stained wood doors on there, beautiful granite countertops. You've got picture windows that face out toward this Mount Wrightson. And the 1 acre lot is actually backed up to even more desert. So you have a lot of space behind the homes where you can just sit in that backyard and enjoy those views. And there's, speaking of sitting in the backyard, there's a huge L-shaped patio in the backyard.
Yes.
And between the casita and the main home, it's all concrete patio out there. So it's really meant for just enjoying your outdoor space and entertaining.
Absolutely. So yes, if you enjoy a little bit more privacy than the other homes we were showing you, and you like your outdoor space close to Mount Wrightson for hiking or outdoor activities, this could be a great home or option for you. Or, if it's not on the market any longer, great community to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. And of course, this home also does have own solar, right?
It does.
And newer mechanical. So yeah,
new roof. Yeah. So lots of bells and whistles with this one. So you can see why we have jumped up quite a bit in our price point. But yeah, thank you for hanging around with us today. If you or anyone you know is thinking about moving to or from Green Valley or anywhere in Tucson, Arizona, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so we can help you make that smooth move. And if you could, give us a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe and tap that bell for notifications. We'll make sure we keep you updated on the current market in Tucson, Arizona.
Look forward to seeing you on the next video.